Hello class and welcome to Module 4. This is our first major speech. So we are going to go over all of the processes here. You are right here, overview and to-do list, and our resources are here. It is very important that you look at all of these. There's a lesson over the outline, how you are supposed to create it. That is very important that you watch this. The visual aid requirements. So I'm not saying that all these are not important. They're all important. But you are going to need to really watch number 5, number 6, number 7, really 5 through 9. Those are going to be your most important chapters this week. And so it talks about how you're going to do the visual aid, how you're going to do the outline, and so forth and so on. So this is an informative speech. So let me come back here. This right here, the directions. Make sure that you're reading these carefully. But this is, where does it say here? Right here, a 3 to 5 minute speech, okay? You're going to have to put some thought into your topic on this because it is no research. It is not a personal narrative speech, so that means you're not telling any story of yourself. You cannot give a how-to. I think I said that. No demonstration. You're not going to tell us how to do anything. You also need to be original. So you cannot do your sport or, like it says in here, what it's like to show pigs in FFA. It needs to be something original. So it's your hobby, your sport. You're going to have to be more original than that. So let me come back out here. First thing that you're going to do is you're going to post your topic for approval. So you have 4 questions. You have to make sure that you're putting 3 sentences per each one. You might think I don't need to put 3 sentences. You're going to have to. So you have to put some critical thinking into your answers and fully answer those questions. So number 1, what's your topic? So elaborate. Number 2, 3, 4. Your credibility. What is your connection? Why should we listen to you? What made you pick this? You will have a credibility statement in your outline. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But on your responses to your peers, so 5 sentences per response. If you notice that somebody put what it's like to show pigs in FFA, or I guess that's separate, or if you put basketball, or I'm going to show you how to bake a cookie, and because you've watched the videos, this one, and you've read the directions, and that's not allowed, please don't put great topic. Guide your peer to say, maybe these topics aren't going to work. If you look in the directions, these are not allowed. This is not a how-to. So be mindful of that. So after you post for approval, do not go forth till you get approval. You have to get approval first. Then you're going to come and do your outline. Okay? So right here, student example. And then above that was hyperlinked was the lesson. You need to watch that. I'm not going to do the whole lesson here because the lesson's already posted. But you need to have it follow the outline exactly, okay? So it's going to be just like this. You're going to have your whole intro is there. Your credibility statement. Use one statement in your introduction that is your connection to your topic, why we should listen to you. So if you look here, it's Rubik's Cube. It's not how to fix it. It's not how to solve it. But you're going to start with an attention grabber. Everybody will start. Reason to listen, thesis, credibility statement, and the preview of the main points. The preview of your main points is going to preview out your 3 main points. First, I'm going to tell you this. Next, lastly. Okay, and if you look, first I'm going to tell you a little bit about about the history, about speed cubing, okay? So all of these things are going to be, you're going to have the heading. You're going to put attention grabber, : reason to listen, : okay? Then you're going to have 3 key points. Key point 1, if you notice the topic sentence is a complete sentence, then bullet it out. You have to have a transition that lets your audience know that you're done with this one and you're moving on to this one. It can be as simple as, now that I've told you this, let me tell you that, okay? So use these as guidance. Topic sentence, bullet it out, transition. Topic sentence, bullet out, transition. Then you have 3 parts to your conclusion. review of the main points, restate your thesis, and a closing statement. So you have to have every single thing that you see here in this student example, you have to have in your outline, okay? So then you're going to post your outline. I grade these almost instantly. If you do not get full credit on it, you need to go and look at my comments and you need to make the revisions and resubmit, okay? So it might be like, hey, you didn't preview out all of your main points, so you got a 10 out of 15 because I didn't give you the points in your intro. Go in there. That's why I grade so fast, to give you time, because you have to do it before you film your speech in order to get your grade to change. But everybody in here should get full credit on this. Same with your visual aid. So I'm going to grade it. If you don't get full credit, go and look why. If you have questions, use the inbox and email me, and then revise, resubmit, get full credit. From your outline, you're going to create a note card so you can present in your speech, because you cannot take your whole outline up there with you. Then you're going to do your visual aid. You have to watch that lesson over visual aids. None of these can be Google Docs. They don't open. I wish they would. They should. Google has enough money to where they should work, but they don't work. So you have to use Word or PDF or PowerPoint. You can use Canva, but you cannot use Google Docs. Let me say it again. You cannot use Google Docs. I know that's unfortunate. It just doesn't open correctly. So right here, you'll post your visual aid. If you don't get full credit, I'll let you know. Please remember and make sure that you watch that lesson. You cannot put a lot of text on your visual aid. It is not a big note card. It is not for you. You are not just transferring over your outline to your visual aid. If you do that, it's going to be clear you did not watch the lesson. You cannot put full paragraphs. I don't even want full sentences on your visual aid. Look at the student example, and you'll see a very strong example. Follow that format. And then you'll post your speech here, just like we have been, the link and your responses to your peers that deal with physical and vocal delivery for your presentation on how you're going to present your speech. Ideally, with the way technology is, you're going to put it on a projector and it's going to be, off to the side of you or beside you. But if you have to use a laptop, you cannot just hold your laptop, okay? You cannot hold it, okay? You cannot hold the laptop, all right? So you cannot give your speech. You cannot give your speech like this, okay? That's all. You cannot do that, okay? If you have to use a laptop, that is fine, but it has to be next to you. It needs to be you need to be both in the camera shot. It's going to be a little hard with my setup here, but you'll be standing up, and you have to have interaction with your visual aid, and so you'll see that in the student example. But if it's off beside you, if you have your, hopefully you have it, projected on your TV, wherever you're at. But that doesn't mean that I want you, looking at it. It's not a big note card. You're not going to be looking at it, okay? But you may be like, let's say that you're talking about in the Rubik's Cube, and he's talking about, the history of it. And he might be talking about something that's on his slide, and he, as you could see here, you have to have that interaction with it. It's not just a side thing by you that you're just going to click, 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 click. You need to have some sort of interaction with your visual aid, okay? So I hope this clarifies. If you guys have any questions about this assignment at all, let me know.